Hey y'all, figured I would sit down with you today in the house because it's wet and rainy in Florida and chilly. This is what we consider a winter day. It's probably in the 60s outside, but it's cool to me. Anyway, I was out running around finishing up some errands and went to hit Tractor Supply to get, pig and chicken food, and was looking at the books like I do every time I go in that store. And they had the whole catalog for the seed catalog for Baker's Creek. Now, you can request their catalog to be mailed to you, not the big one, but you can request their catalog and they will mail it to you, but it is not the full catalog. Like this is a thick book. This is like, do you remember when you were a kid, if you're as old as I am, and the Sears catalog would come at Christmas time and you would get to go through and like circle everything that you wanted? Well, this to me is the equivalent of the Sears catalog. And not that I'm going to do a whole flip through, but I do want to just show, kind of a partial flip through of this catalog so that you can see exactly how much more information is in here. I mean, there's beautiful pictures, there's flowers, there's vegetables, there's things that I've never heard of. And by no means do you have to think, I have to order all of these seeds. You're probably not going to like some of the vegetables and stuff that they have in this catalog. There's some stuff in here that I don't like, because I can tell you right now, a sweet pea, okay, fine, I'll eat it if it's like fresh or just frozen. But regular peas or canned peas, I'm not eating those. I can tell you that right now. I'm not eating beans. Like the lima beans or black-eyed peas, I'm not eating any of that. It's a texture thing for me. I used to not like corn, and I'm even still kind of a corn snob, because I only like the white corns, like a Silver Queen corn. Yellow corns don't trip my triggers. So there are some beautiful pictures in here of some vegetables, but obviously you aren't gonna grow everything in here. You kind of go through, and what I like to do is I like to try varieties, and if I don't like them, I'm not gonna order them again. Like we grew some Brad's Atomic grapes this past spring and summer. I don't know if I grew them wrong, but they weren't my favorite. They didn't have any flavor. Whereas the Sunrise Bee, the yellow one, oh my gosh, was like exploding with just a sweet, beautiful flavor in your mouth. So it is subjective. Like you're gonna like some things and you're gonna not like some things. But I just thought I'd do a quick flip through because I really want to look through this catalog myself and just show you, Baker's Creek is not the only seed company out there. You can get heirloom seeds at your local feed store. You don't have to order from a seed company. I found Baker's Creek when we were researching and deciding that we were going to do the whole permaculture thing, with all of the back, 2.5 acres. Like we want to turn it, we're trying to do a huge, like the food forest. We're going to take some of the concrete from the house, because we have to take the slab and everything up. So we're going to build a bulkhead around the pond so that we can keep the dirt from washing in, and we want to get beach sand dumped. So we have our own little beach, and I want to have all of the tropical trees and plants around the pond, and then, regular fruit trees and stuff out in the open pasture. And then we'll have the garden area, which will be expanded, and we want to do more of like an edible landscaping in the front. Once that sweet gum's gone and the new house is built, we'll be able to kind of put those plans into, start like figuring out where we're going to put everything. So we started researching in 2018, and then I was like, okay, I'm getting wood chips dumped because we had to rebuild our soil. And so I got loads and loads and loads of wood chips, which you can see videos of that on our Facebook page. It's Bees and Blossoms on Facebook. There's videos of the wood chips being dumped and spread, and you can see how it's progressed and how it has rebuilt our soil. And that's kind of where we started with this. So we're just now getting to the spot where we have the soil built up and we can start planting, you know, trees. I had jumped the gun and got some from one of the bigger box stores, which is right around the corner from us. Schmoes, I won't say their name, but they didn't make it, like, at all through the first year. And I was going to take them back because you get a year warranty, and then I just never did. So that's my fault. I would recommend the bare roots, and I would recommend ordering those and getting those. You order them now, they deliver them in February. That way you're planting them when they're dormant. So that's something else that we're going to be looking into doing, is getting some bare root trees. I've looked and shopped a little bit. But I feel like I need to actually go to the nursery. So I don't know, we might take a trip to the nursery. But anyway, the purpose of this video, I want to do a quick flip through. So give me just a moment. I'll get the camera turned around and we'll go through the whole seed catalog from Baker's Creek. All right, so this is the whole seed catalog from Baker's Creek. There was a vote. They had a vote where you could vote on the cover. I think they had like 3 or 4 cover options that they were looking at. But I really am glad that they went with this one. They really have beautiful covers every single year that they put these out. So let's go ahead and flip through this. There we go. We can see the whole thing. Okay. All right. So they always have a welcome page. Kind of tells you a little bit about the company. Here's about who made the catalog. And I'm not going to flip through the whole thing. I just want to kind of give you an overview of like how great this book is. Because like it's a catalog, but it's also informative as well. And some of their growers. See, here's some tips for better gardening. Certified organic herbs and spices for tea blends. And then we get into the live plants. Look at these beautiful pictures. Each one is going to tell you about the variety, and then of course it'll also have the cost for the packet of seeds listed out next to it, just like a catalog. But to me, this particular book has more information about that specific variety. And some of the stuff I've never grown. Wasabi arugula. Might have to try that. We like wasabi, and I like arugula, so we might have to give that a go. Now see, that looks good. I might have to see, I'm definitely gonna have to shop through here. Look at this white asparagus, and then here's like some history on asparagus. Even here, ancient Egyptians considered asparagus sacred. Like there's a little bit of a history of asparagus, so that's neat. You just get much more from this catalog. It's $12.95, but it is definitely, to me, worth the $12.95 because you can learn a lot about the different varieties and see what you want to order and what you want to grow. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not really a flour or barley person. This right here, I am going to order some of this. because I love basil. Basil and tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. If Steve does let me get goats for milk, we'll be making mozzarella cheese. That's my favorite snack. I will be going through the garden. I'll be plucking tomatoes, plucking some basil, and coming in here and having a little caprese snack. Oh, look. Okay, so here's a recipe with basil for you. Like, so they've got that included in here. Let's get to the beans. Those are so pretty. I don't know. I might try them, but these are the things that I don't like to eat. The seeds inside of the pods, but I'll eat the pods if they're not too big with the inside stuff. So you kind of get the idea. Like it tells you, so it gives you the variety, it shows you pictures, it gives you the place, what it's used for, how many days it sprouts, the ideal temperature, planting depth, plant space, frost hardy, gives you all the information in here about this variety, and then it also gives you a little bit of history of it. And I think this is a very informative catalog. You're not just buying a catalog, like you're buying a book, because it's telling you about each specific variety. So even if you don't get the catalog next year, you still have this one. You know that they're going to be selling this same thing. And the information about the seed is not going to change. It's still going to be from the United Kingdom. It's still going to be used for the same thing. It's still going to sprout in the same amount of time. So I had one of these from last year, but it was lost in the fire. Otherwise, I would still have that and refer to it. But this is really well done. I really do like this catalog this year. Really informative. I'm just kind of skipping so that we can get through it a little faster. I really just wanted to share it with you, not do a full flip through, but it's definitely something I would look to invest in. Look at the borage. Those are creepy looking flowers to me. So if you've watched Jumanji, the original one with Robin Williams, if you remember the vines that come out and shoot the little things out of them, these kind of remind me of that, of those flowers that come out and shoot the darts. Different broccolis. Ooh, Brussels sprouts. Let's see. Let's get this far. See, that's so pretty to me. Another recipe for these particular greens. Some melons, different things. Like there's everything. Oh, look. Those are monarch caterpillar on that dill. See, there's an eggplant that's from Japan. Just lots of, just a lot of information in this book. There's another recipe. Some things that you probably would never think about growing. Oh, here we go. Here's okra. This is my stuff. I ordered some of this already. Heavy hitter okra. Okra is probably my very favorite vegetable ever. Like, I love okra, and I will eventually have every variety. Like, look at that. Look at that. That is so beautiful. This was a cover one year. They used this. Might have been last year. I want to try it all. I love it. This one's weird looking. See how smooth it is? Like, there's no ridges in it. That's kind of interesting. I will order every single variety eventually. Look at that. It's so pretty. And you can think I'm crazy. I just bumped the camera, sorry. Mashed potatoes in okra bowl. What? Does it give you the sauce recipe too? What is that? Place on dinner plate, over the bowl, upside down, okay. Add your flavored gravy. Okay, so that's just a gravy. It looks more like a sauce to me. It's a very thin gravy. If you're from the South, you know gravies are thick. That's interesting. Might have to give that a go. We'll see. That's a stewed tomato or stewed okra. Okras are real big for like gumbos and like etouffees. I just love okra. There's a lot here. See? Vegan gumbo. Here's an okra stew. I just found some new recipes to try. Roasted okra. Look at those guys. Those are cute. Those are okra. I can't believe that. And then we get into onions. I gotta say, I'm really excited about the okra section here. So anyway, I just wanted to quickly share this catalog with you. Look at these peppers, crazy looking. Do a quick quick flip through. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied today. And I'm not trying to promote one particular company or another. I'm just trying to show you how much information you do get from Baker's Creek. They do put a lot of information and helpful tips in their catalog. So if you're just starting out and you just don't have any idea, and it can be overwhelming because there's a lot of different varieties. So make it fun. This year, order a tried and true, the beefsteak tomatoes or something along those lines, which I haven't seen the tomatoes yet. Maybe did I skip them? No. We'll skip to the tomatoes real quick. Ooh, strawberries. This was a cover one year. Where's it good? Oh, tamales. Okay. All right, so tomatoes. There's so many different varieties of tomatoes that you can order. It's not even fun. That's a tomato. Look at that. Look like a pear. Oh, and that's what it's called. Mila's orange pear tomato. So some of them, some of them you're not going to like. That looks cool. Some of them are not going to have that much flavor, and you're going to be like, meh, I can take it or leave it. Some of them have different purposes. Some of them are paste tomatoes. Some of them are for making sauce. Some of them are slicers. Some of them are cherries. So you really just kind of got to go through and read the description for each one and see what variety you want to try. And if it's something you think you want to give it a go, order a seed packet. You've invested $3 in a pack of seeds. You grow them, eat them, and if you don't like them, don't order them again. If you do like them, guess what? Save the seeds from some of your fruit, and then you don't have to rebuy them next year. You have seeds already. And you can do that with any heirloom vegetable. You can save seeds so that you aren't continuously investing back into, buying seeds. Now, if you decide you don't like that variety and you want to try a different one, well, then you've got your catalog and you can start flipping through for next year. You can order them at any time. Like I've already placed a seed order and ordered like tomato seeds and stuff for this spring coming up because number one, I lost all of our seeds in the fire. And number two, I want to start getting my collection going again. Look at that. That's a stuffing tomato. That looks good, actually. Like, there's so many in here that I would love to try, but black strawberry tomato? That's new. See? It says new. I'm gonna have to read about that. That's the cover, obviously. Might be checking that one out. Anyway, so this is just, like I said, quick overview of, these are the Brad's Atomic Grapes. Not my favorite. Steve liked them okay. Not so much. I didn't care for them overly. But anyway, yeah. So just a quick flip through of the Baker's Creek seed catalog. You can find these at Tractor Supply. This is where I always find it. Maybe at your local feed store. And if you can't find it anywhere, you can always order it from Baker's Creek website. So yeah, that's the catalog. I hope you enjoyed this quick little flip through. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll make sure to put the link to Baker's Creek in the description below. That way, if you want to order this whole seed catalog or put in a request for their normal catalog to come out, they do ship that to you free. If you want to put that request in, feel free. You can. They're a great company. I have not been disappointed in their germination rates at all. So really happy with their seeds, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have a lot of updates coming up with the property. The house will be coming down soon. For those of you that don't know, we lost our house to a fire. That video is below as well if you want to go watch it. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out, and thanks for watching.